So, Julie Burningham is a certified Big Leap life coach, and she's speaking on Free Your Abundance with Somatic NLP. She knows firsthand what it feels like to be stuck and shut down. In 2016, she hit a low point, but it sparked a powerful journey of healing, growth, and rediscovery. Since then, she's rebuilt her life with purpose, creativity, and connection. Today, she helps others move out of overwhelm and into clarity by tapping into their inner wisdom. Julie believes somatic body awareness is the key to moving through fear and into the life you will love. All right, take it away. Do you have slides, or are you just gonna?
I do have some slides. So let's start there. Let's see. I gotta start at the top. Yeah, so free your creative abundance with body intelligence. And so I have my training with Gay and Katie Hendricks, and they are all about using your body to understand your life and being able to use your body to also move from scarcity and fear into the life that you desire. So, as Christine talked about, there is this drama triangle that we live in every day, where we are trying to control things that are happening to us and it isn't working. We're either in a hero mode where we're trying to help everyone else, but they resent it, or they don't want your help, or you feel like, oh, poor you, I can help you, but it doesn't really work because it doesn't empower them. Then there's the villain mode, where you are blaming everyone, you're angry, this is your fault, you need to fix this, and you're mad at everybody. And then there's the victim mode, where you just feel like you kind of give up, or I don't have enough time, or it's poor me, like I can't do it, I have to do all these things and it's too hard. And you just feel like everything isn't for you. Okay. So let's talk about scarcity, because this is so much of what Christine talked about already. And so I want you to just think about, what is the story you're telling yourself of why is it that you can't do something, whether it's making money, whether it's moving forward in a job you desire. What is a story that you're telling yourself? And I feel like we've covered this some already, but I just want you to think about that. And do you feel like life is happening to you? In scarcity, I feel like that's such a low vibration energy, and it's very much a victim mode energy that we have to be in scarcity. And so I want you to kind of think about, when have you felt like this? Is it today? Is it last week? Or was there a certain time? Like, when have you felt in scarcity? And maybe even we can kind of bodify what scarcity feels like. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, because I was so excited to do this. Could we have you guys like hop on as with your camera on? That would just really help me so much to be a part of things. I'm going to stop sharing here for just a minute, but I'd really love to. Let's stop sharing. But I'd love to see faces, and kind of, I'd love to play with this. When we're in scarcity, what is our body doing? So it might be like this, or and you can just kind of play with, what does scarcity do? Oh my gosh, I may be overwhelmed, or looking at the ground, or don't look at me, like or I'm just trying to get through the day. What is it that your body is doing when you feel in scarcity? And just kind of play with it a little bit. with me, because we want to be able to feel what it's like in scarcity, and then the difference of where we're going with abundance and creativity, right? So we want to, this is our kind of starting place of I have maybe a scarcity mindset. Okay. And I'm noticing my tummy is kind of jumbled up, and my shoulders are probably hunched. What is it that you're feeling? And maybe tell me in the comments if you want to play with me here. What is your body doing to feel scarcity, right? And just tell me what's going on for you. Okay. And then yeah, hunched over. What else? Yeah, hugging myself. Yeah, right. Anchored down. Yeah, darts hiding for sure. Pressure. The bottom of your ribs, yeah, where your solar plexus is, closed inward, fidgety, weight in your shoulders. I'm loving this. Great job. Need to protect myself. Absolutely. Want to curl up and cross my arms. Yeah, the world is coming at me, kind of thing. Tightness in my stomach. Absolutely. Great work there. Okay. And now we're going to go to, let's talk about scarcity. And there's 4 signature fears that we usually have when it comes to scarcity. So the number one thief of abundance mindset is fear. Absolutely. So when you are, these are the four fears that the Hendricks have identified: fight, flight, freeze, and faint. Those 4. Okay. And this is, when you have something drastic happening, when your evolutionary reaction to life, this is our 4 fears that we're going towards. Okay. And I would love to bodify each one of these, and maybe even make in the comments, let's come up with some scenarios of when you're in fear, when you're in anger, let's say, what could you be angry about when you're in the scarcity mindset? What are some ways that, some scenarios, maybe not being able to pay your debt, so you're angry about not getting paid, maybe, or what are some scenarios of anger that would come up for you? Examples of what are some things that maybe you're calling collections or the insurance or whatever, and you're trying to get things to happen. Yeah, absolute debt load, like, dang it, I can't pay these things, or looking for solutions, grasping anything that might bring in more. Absolutely. Yeah. But you're in that, we're just talking about the anger phase of fear right now. So thanks, Stephanie, for being here. I appreciate it. Other people don't have this problem. It's just me. Embarrassed, intense futility with all areas of life that I didn't expect. So being wrongly accused, absolutely. That would make anyone angry. Absolutely. Okay, so that is anger. Okay, that's what comes up when we're like, we want to fight, and we can kind of bodify that. So if you want to stand up and kind of bodify, I am just so angry right now, and I just want to punch something, or I want to tell somebody off, or I want to go do something that I might regret. I don't know. So kind of bodify fight. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Jenny, for bodifying with me. Absolutely. Got our dukes up. Absolutely. Okay. Next is flight. We want to flee the situation. What are some ways that you flee into something new? I don't know. Maybe you are distracting yourself. You're like, oh, there is no problem here. We're fleeing away. We're not talking about this. What are some examples? Tell me. Avoidance is flight. Absolutely. Yes, avoidance. So we're going to watch 100 Netflix hours right now, or we try and do too many things. Maybe we do too many jobs, or everyone else's problems are my problems, and we try and help them, and so we don't have to deal with our work situation. Yeah, like hands up, like, nope, I'm not dealing with it, not today. So put it on the credit card. I love that. That's awesome. Put it on the credit card. Yes. Absolutely. So that is flight. Okay. And we can kind of bodify that as well. Like, la, la, la. We're not looking at that. We're doing other things. Maybe we busy ourselves. So kind of bodify what does that feel like to, be in flight? I feel all these butterflies in my tummy right now as I'm not looking at the thing that I have to deal with, right? So that is all those things. Doing other tasks to avoid the hard things. Yes. Fleeing, hiding, escaping, running away. Absolutely. Cleaning, eating, or spending more. Absolutely. I'm not going to binge read for days. No, 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 no. Yes, we're gonna do anything but. All right. Now, freeze. So we have fight, flight, and then freeze. Freeze. What could that be? That could be I can't decide what to do, or I don't want to decide what to do, or it's the I don't know question, right? It's not deciding is also a decision, but the frozen is like, uh-oh. So you might be panicked. You might be, what are some other things that might happen? I'll think about it tomorrow. Yeah, doom scrolling for sure. So what are some frozen ways we could describe freeze for you? When I'm frozen, I feel anxious, but I can't move, right? Hot and sweaty, carry on regardless. I'll think about it tomorrow. Avoidant, yes. So a freeze move might be like, what are some other ways we could freeze? We kind of like, I don't know, we're kind of robots. We're just kind of in the zone. We're not really making decisions. We're just motioning about life, right? What are some body frozen ways we could, you notice my shoulders are very tight, right? So we're just kind of like going through the motions, but we're not taking care of business, right? Crawl under the covers. We're possums from Wild Robot pretending to die. I love that. Absolutely. Constricted breath. Absolutely. There's no breath going anywhere, right? Staring, spinning, and indecision or chaotic thinking. Absolutely. Avoidant. Very good. All right. Faint. Faint is the last one. So we have fight, flight, freeze, and faint. When we're in scarcity, we want to pull the covers over our head and just pretend it's not there. Okay. We feel overwhelmed. So it's more of this. It's a very scarcity mindset. When we're in faint, we kind of just give up. And faint feels weak. Yeah, feeling powerless, feeling maybe much more victim-y than the others maybe, but loss of sleep to avoid. Lots of sleep, sleeping a lot, crying, absolutely. Absolutely, you guys. Very good. All right, so this is all scarcity, and we want to move forward from scarcity to abundance. So let's do that. And this is where our choices come in. Okay, but before we do that, what is your fear signature? Once we've talked about all of these, our 4 fear signature, our 4 fears, I want to know, what is it that is your kind of go-to? Is it that you go to fight, where you want to fight something? Is it that you're avoiding, you're flighting? Is it that you're frozen with indecision, or is it that you're faint and you just want to give up? And I know that it's kind of a vulnerable space to ask, But yeah, you can have two, absolutely. So fight and flight for sure, Rhonda. Absolutely. Curtains drawn, avoiding everyone, all things, no showers. Ooh, yes. Flight and freeze, frozen or flight. Flight and freeze, frozen. Okay, these are all such great ones. Well done. So I want to talk about what are we going to, and maybe there's some, you want to modify some of these. So if you're in flight and then you're fight, right? What if you're in, you're frozen or you're in flight? Or how would you modify some of these things so that you can kind of feel it in your body? I love that you shared with me. So just being frozen. What are some ways that you have felt these things in your body? All right. And sometimes there's layers to it, right? So if you have, so you've identified your fear, flight, running in space, fast paced, walking, twitching. Absolutely. All of those things. I love that you are expressing that. Thanks, Karen. Sometimes when you have the fear, there's other things underneath as you're modifying. You're like, oh, I noticed this, and then I noticed this. So I do like being busy, and I've noticed, oh, I just need to do something else to get me out of that. So freeze is collapsing, energetically exhausted, distracting with menial tasks for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And distractions are so easy. Everyone's fighting for our attention right now. And so distraction is such an easy one. Stomach fluttering, guilt, shame, exhaustion, hands can't be still. Ooh, which one would that be, Harley? Did you say something up above? Flight and freeze. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Got it. Pressure in my solar plexus. Absolutely. So now that we've noticed these fears, because we have identified them in our body, well done, you guys, to think about this, feeling this in your body. Notice your body energy level right now. Now that we've gone to the like ugly place, we're noticing these things. Where from a scale of 1 to 10, give me your fear signature. What are you feeling right now? Okay. Is it a 1? Is a 10 being awesome? 1 being like 0 or not great? Can you give me some? Great. Thanks, Karen. So Andrea is awesome. Great job. Wonderful. Melody's a 4. Okay. Okay. We've got 3s and 4s coming in. Anyone else want to just tell me? I had this presentation today, so I'm kind of like all over the place. So I might say I'm a 5 right now. Okay. So yeah, so we're just checking in. What number is my body right now so that I can kind of be aware, and we're going to see if we can improve it. Okay. So that's where we're going next. All right. Okay. So we're getting to know our fears with fear melters. We're melting our fear. We're doing the opposite of what we're feeling currently. Now, it doesn't mean we don't honor the feelings, but we do notice them, and we take that in and go, oh, I notice that I'm in scarcity right now. And I notice that my fear signature is flight because I'm super busy or whatever it is, or I'm feeling super overwhelmed and I'm crying all the time. So it's definitely a, faint right now. Okay. So we're noticing these things. And then we can do something about it with our body. We're using our body to move through instead of feeling hopeless and overwhelmed. Okay. So I'm going to share with you each one of these, and I want you to take some time, give yourself this gift. Some of you are off camera. I'd love for you to be on camera, but it's okay. Like we will work with it. but I want you to do this with me. That means stand up and try these things so you actually increase your energy level that you're at right now, okay? So if you can be on camera, that would be awesome, just because we want to connect with each other. Okay, so the first one that we are going to do is fight. When we are angry and we want to fight something, we're going to slow everything down and move our body. Okay, and we can move it big, we can move it little, but we are oozing. We're slowing everything down like hot fudge sundae, like syrup on ice cream, or honey, or anything oozy that just can just feel good and ooze instead of fighting. We get some choice when we can slow things down instead of reacting in a fast way. Okay. And it feels good to kind of stretch our back and ooze and just move around. Absolutely. You guys are doing such great movements here with our oozing. Yes. And it just, notice how your body's feeling. You're creating some flow and some movement in your body. Okay. So that is fight. Okay. If that's your fear signature, this is going to be your move, right? Next one is flight. When you want to run away, be busy, do anything but what you're supposed to be doing, you're actually going to ground down. So pretend that there's roots going into your feet. Maybe bend your knees a little bit, and you're going to grab some energy from the earth and let your shoulders relax and open your body and really receive support and just go, oh yeah, I'm supported here. I can take this moment to just appreciate and receive. And if you have a fear signature, fight and flight, you can ooze a little bit while you ground down. Okay, so you can kind of combine them together if you have those two as your go-to, right? But this is rooting, is the antidote to flight. And so think about rooting down with your root chakra, and rooting into the ground, maybe even rooting with your hands. Okay, and it's a permission to stay. It's a permission to receive and to slow everything down, maybe taking some deep breaths. Instead of being all up here, that you're breathing down into your stomach. Yeah. I notice I want to ooze a little bit while I'm doing this. But it's almost like a tree pose or a mountain pose in yoga, right? Where you're just, your chest is open and you're receiving. Oh yeah, I'm receiving. That's such a great reminder. And now you can just notice my face relax, my shoulders come down. It's like, it's okay. I can ground down. Okay, so fight, flight, freeze. Okay, your favorite signature is freeze. You want to wiggle. Okay, and you can even wiggle while you're sitting down. You could wiggle just like this if you want to. You can wiggle your face. You can wiggle your shoulders. You can wiggle everything. You can wiggle your bum, wiggle your legs. You can wiggle. I love wiggling. I actually didn't used to because I felt like it was really weird and uncomfortable. But I realized that's my fear signature, and that's what I keep avoiding. And so wiggling is actually very helpful for me to just, I need to wiggle just a little bit. I'm a little bit frozen, right? And it really feels good. Even just letting energy out and letting things go is really nice. Okay. So fight, flight, freeze, faint. When we feel faint, when we feel like crying and the world is just coming at us and we don't know what to do, this is what you do. You pretend that there's a bowl of love in front of you and you're scooping it onto your body. I also like to practice this in the shower. So I'll scoop it onto my body, on my shoulders, or onto my face, or onto my back. And I just need that reminder that I am loved and I can give myself love. Yeah. Wherever I need it. If it's the crown of my head, if it's wherever that is, if it's my solar plexus, ooh, that's a good one to put some fear melter into my solar plexus in my stomach, right? Maybe it's my hips, the side of my hips. And just really give yourself some attention. We're so focused most times on helping everyone else, and we forget to come back this way. So this is a gift that you can give to yourself. Okay. So let's go through all of them all at once. So we're doing oozing. Just to remind ourselves, we're oozing our body. We're grounding down. We're wiggling. And then we're scooping love. Yeah. Well done. Okay. Now, I want you to take a minute to really take in all of this energy that you've shifted and moved around in your body. And what is your number now? Now that you've done this work on yourself, what number would you give yourself with the work that you've done? I would love to see in the chat. Ooh, Andrea says an 8, a 6. Yes, all of these are absolutely effective and highly recommended on a daily basis to do all 4 of them just to support yourself in your life. Absolutely. I think we raised our vibration today. And that's amazing. That's like, mind-blowing that you can be so empowered to raise your vibration just by how you move your body. That's incredible. I'm just yay. Yay you.
Thank you.
And well done.
And then did you have people rate themselves before? Do you want them to do the after?
The after what?
Oh, there was some numbers in the chat.
Yeah, I'm getting those numbers. So I'm seeing 9, 7,
Okay, cool.
8, so many. So yes, absolutely. So there was just a few other things, but I think I'm almost out of time, but I just wanted to share. So there's some creative joint play that you can do. It's sort of like oozing, but you're just moving your body, but you can create this sound. If you would want to stand up and do this really quick. So your creative joint play is moving your joints in a way that you haven't done before. And it's sort of a creative way to wonder and move. And then you can add a sound to your practice and add a wonder. I wonder what could happen if I did X, or I wonder what I really want, or I wonder how I could move through this, or I wonder how I can allow things to unfold. So wondering is a gift that you can give to yourself.
It's creative.
Yes. It's that creative energy. And so instead of feeling like a victim, you're actually creating instead. And so that's what I want to share. So as a recap, do fear melters. Oops, that's my timer. do fear melters 2 minutes a day and do some creative joint play just to move energy around in your body, and you will do amazing things. Yeah, I can share that last screen again for sure. So these are some of my wonder questions.
And then before that, I think.
Before that. Okay. So these are the fear melters.
Yeah.
Fight, you want to ooze. Flight, you want to root down. Freeze, you want to wiggle. And then faint, you want to do your love scoops, and add breath to all of those so you can just transform your life. It literally can shift so many things for you just with your body intelligence. Your body knows so much, and it's such a gift. So I want to share this last slide with you. This is where I am, 𝐃𝐨𝐵URNINGHAM.com, and I offer, I'll be doing 2 free sessions.
Yes. With our July 30 day, we're going to have Julie come on twice.
So I hope that you guys will come join me. We'll do more fun things. We'll do, I've got so many other things that we can do together. That'll be amazing. And so be in tune with that. And then I've also got, I do free one-on-one sessions if you're interested in more. So that is me.
Yeah, I didn't tell how we met. So Julie walked right up to me and invited me to go do a little mini session at a conference we were at. And it was effective in just like, 15 minutes or less. And so I started working with her, and I thought, what you've got is good. It's really good stuff. And people deserve to know like how to shift things on this root chakra level, right? In the body.
Absolutely.
And it's effective. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to share one more slide, and then we're going to do a little break. So this is actually, I think it's kind of cool to show. If you want to take another picture of a slide, we actually had a couple of slides made for Julie before we got going. So this is really good too. So this comes that fight, flight, freeze, and faint. We'll maybe use this. Karen's going to kind of continue with this one. So it's connected as well. You might see it again. Okay. You can take a picture if you want. All right. And then the upgrade, just so you have the details on that, that's our 30-day membership. The private clarity calls included, the frequency assessments included with your scores. You can see where you are as the rock climber, the workbook, which you're getting today, and you can watch the replays and use it as well. And then the sessions twice a month, 2 sessions with Julie are included in that. And so those will be recorded as well. We're only going to take 5 minutes. So it's a short break, but take care of yourself, and we'll be back in 5 minutes and hear from Karen.
Hey, thanks so much, you guys.
Yes, thank you.